until the Acclaim shuts them down.
Right. This will be interesting. I don't know these two very well, but hey, a tag team in AEW, they're in the right spot.
Mm-hmm.
It's
AW
better
needs some
than
more.
better than being a woman in AEW. So, also, Pasty, current Impact Wrestling star Fallah Bah has signed a new deal with the company. This, according to PW Insider. Bah has been competing with Impact since 2017. And although he's yet to obtain a championship title with the promotion, Bah was the winner of the Turkey Bowl in both 2017 and 2018. Very prestigious award, folks.
Sponsored by KFC.
He has even competed for the Impact World Championship in the past, suffering a defeat to Austin Aries in September of 2018. Bah made his in-ring debut in 2005 and has since worked with promotions like Chaotic Wrestling, the Independent Wrestling Federation, and
What a
Monster
generic
Factory
name.
Pro Wrestling. That tells you what it is, though. You got to give him credit.
Right? Oh man, I thought this was a square dance. And as we've talked about in past weeks, EC3 is moving on from Impact following his loss of Bound for Glory. Impact and EC3 were operating on a per appearance agreement. EC3 is still signed with Ring of Honor through the end of the year. Think he'll be a pure champion?
I doubt it. He's not made for that. But I would like to see him still making appearances in Impact. I mean, he is an Impact original Impact poster boy. They did so much for him, and he for them. I think they're such a good fit. I hope this isn't the end of their story. That'd be a disappointment.
Yeah, definitely. I've been so badly hoping that he would sign a contract with them in recent weeks. But I guess we'll see what the future holds.
Well, we know what the future is holding for Danhausen because he announced on Saturday it would appear that Ring of Honor has finally hired Danhausen. Now it's time for them to rue the day. Anyway, love that Danhausen. See you soon, Ring of Honor.
That's the best.
You got
the best.
Danhausen. Oh, he made his debut for Ring of Honor in November against Shane Taylor in a great match. And earlier this year, in February at ROH Free Enterprise, he participated in the 20-man Battle Royal for a shot at the ROH World Championship. He did not win.
And Major League Wrestling has officially announced Davey Boy Smith Jr. for the restart. It was announced Monday that Smith will be there for the restart on Wednesday, November 18th. Smith was last seen on MLW TV back in May when he was attacked by the Contra unit. Smith is now looking for revenge, challenging Jacob Fatu for the World Heavyweight title. That'll be good.
Oh, less than 2 weeks, Pasty, and we get the return of MLW.
The restart.
God, that first episode, I think it's gonna be the shit, man. I can't wait. I hope they just go all out.
Oh hell yeah!
It's risky with them doing it on Wednesday, but you know, in the world of streaming now, it really doesn't matter what day you're on, really. So, excited, very excited. Something else that is exciting for Major League Wrestling is it was also announced AAA World Cruiserweight Champion Laredo Kid will be part of the restart. Laredo Kid made his debut with MLW in 2019. The promotion also announced that Conan, who is the co-founder of AAA, is in talks with MLW CEO Court Bauer about possibly having MLW host AAA title defenses. That would be really awesome as well.
Yes.
I love the interpromotional stuff that these companies do. And I know it cut back a lot during this COVID, and that's understandable. Very understandable.
Very much so.
But hopefully this thing runs its course in the next couple of years, and hopefully we can get back to some kind of semblance. And I would like to see that come back where these smaller companies were really helping each other out. Because in the end,
have come a long way.
Yeah.
Former NWA Women's Champion Allison Kay announced on Twitter that she is now officially a free agent. Also in her tweet, she thanked NWA for the opportunities she's received while in the promotion, and she said she's open for indie bookings.
Whoever picks her up they're getting something good. I love Allison Kay. You can call her Sienna. You can call her whatever you want. She's
teacher.
she's a hell of a hand. Good on the mic, great in the ring, has a great look. Hands down, awesome. Somebody who's becoming less and less awesome the more we talk about her, though, Pasty, is good old Kylie Ray. Well, she made an announcement on her Patreon this week after she no-showed the largest event for Impact Wrestling on a title match. She said, "Good morning. I'm truly sorry for the pain I've caused and miscommunication. I am currently unwell. I'm also sorry that I wasn't able to get this out before your monthly subscription charge. I wanted to take this time to say I'm no longer a professional wrestler and am currently taking a break from social media. It's been a very hard decision to make, but please understand, when I am well, I will try to fulfill any obligations that I have missed. During this time, most tiers will not be able to be fulfilled. Please feel free to unsubscribe from this membership/Patreon account. Thank you for your understanding. Heart emoji."
So you bitch, you gonna fulfill that obligation to Impact Wrestling?
I do feel bad for her. She's obviously going through something. And it's not our business what she's going through. That really doesn't matter. She's done things in a very unprofessional way, but maybe it has something to do with what she's going through. So I just hope this is good. This is good for her to work on herself and announce that she's working on herself, and not giving any false hopes or false obligations to fans, promoters, TV, anybody.
I like how she didn't say that she was going to refund the obligations.
Oh, no. To be fair, I wouldn't. They're the ones that paid. She's a hell of a talent. She is awesome. She's just super. So I do hope whatever's going on in her life, she finds a way to come to terms with it, and whether she does come back to wrestling or not. I enjoyed the time we had with her as of now, and, hopefully we can look past some of the mistakes she's made, and
I wish the best. Bad twice, Fat Mac.
Well, I just wish the best for her moving forward.
Me too.
So begrudgingly.
It hurt to say it, Fat Mac.
I could tell.
And now it's time for the injury report. New Japan Pro Wrestling has announced that Yoshinobu Kanemaru injured his right knee and is unable to compete at the event in Kochi on November 5th. The match boosted Shingo Takagi and Hiromu Takahashi versus Minoru Suzuki, El Desperado, and Yoshinobu Kanemaru will now be Bushi and Shingo Takagi versus El Desperado and Minoru Suzuki.
Well, I hope he gets better too.
Yeah.
And I feel for Takahashi, who just got bumped from the match now.
Right.
Poor guy. He didn't
Put
do
him on
anything.
commentary.
Right? Give him a payday at least. Well, Pasty, AEW announced that Scorpio Sky was exposed to someone with the coronavirus within the past 2 weeks. While his first COVID-19 test was negative, company officials decided to postpone the Sky versus Spears match that was originally slated for this week's Dynamite as a precautionary measure.
I was looking forward to that one, too.
I was, too, but it's good that these companies are taking this stuff seriously. It took long enough, but they seem to be at least half-assed taking it seriously.
I'm really anticipating the actual push of Scorpio Sky. It's going to be good.
Oh, for sure. for sure. He is such a talent. And with guys like CD and Kazarian backing you up, I mean, that goes a long way.
Well, I envision Christopher Daniels turning heel at some point during his rise.
I just don't see Christopher Daniels wrestling much longer. Not
No,
that he
I don't
isn't.
think so. That's where I think the Fallen Angel probably has to come back again, right?
Oh, for sure. I hope so. My favorite Christopher Daniels is the Fallen Angel. He was almost the guy in charge of the Undertaker.
And then it
before
was
Vince got a hold of it.
That was the first time Vince rewrote a Raw the day of. And it's never stopped since.
Right. Well, Pasty, let's get into this weekend. It's going to be fun. I know the show's moving kind of fast. That's all right. It's a busy week, but gives us time to talk about what's going on here. AEW Full Gear. That's coming tomorrow if you're listening to this live as we record it. If you're not, it's Saturday 11/7. Looks like a really good show. I'm excited for this one. I see so many great matches, and with this coming towards the end of the year, you better believe one or two of these might come out as being a match of the year candidate. I'm looking at the World Championship match there.
Oh, I think the TNT Championship match also could come in as one of those. It's gonna be a good night. I think they've done really well with the build to this pay-per-view. Everything is concise and cohesive, and it makes sense with the stories they're telling, which is a fucking breath of fresh air. Yeah, I don't know. To me, this could be one of the pay-per-views for the contention for best pay-per-view of the year.
Oh, for sure. Very much for sure. I'm looking forward to our year-end awards at the beginning of next year. It's surprisingly been a pretty fun year. It's been a shitty year in real life, but as far as just wrestling events, it's been a fun year.
Yeah. I'm really happy they've been able to keep it together enough to put these shows on. At least the companies who have, and the companies who haven't have got their talent seen via other methods, which is great too. But yeah, let's snap right into the predictions for AEW Full Gear. Of course, we're going to start with the buy-in. The points do not count, but we cast our prediction anyway. And I flip-flopped on this one today, Fat Mac.
Did you?
Yeah. Orange Cassidy versus the Dark Order's John Silver. And man, I can't wait till this match is a main event on an AEW pay-per-view, because both these guys have so much potential.
Well, John Silver is just such an underrated talent, I think.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Hilarious. If you watch any Being the Elite, he's like the star of the show these days. He's wonderful. Most charisma, I think, out of anybody, and it comes off so naturally. Honestly, this guy should be in WWE, but they'd fuck him up. Yeah. Who you picking?
Well, I think I'm going to go with Orange Cassidy. Just because not really a real reason, other than I did notice that's the only Dark Order on the card, which is surprising.
Yeah.
On Silver. So
that was the realization I made when I made my flop too.
Yeah, I could be wrong because it would make sense to let them pick up something, but I'm going to stick with Orange Cassidy. It'll be an entertaining match nonetheless.
Oh yeah. I think this should be on the card. To be honest, maybe it doesn't have a lot of place and point, and there wasn't a lot of build to it, but these two deserve the spotlight. I'll definitely be tuning into the buy-in. Picking John Silver though, because there's more members of the Dark Order than there is of best friends in Orange Cassidy. So
right.
Yeah.